Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the 5th day of April. It's First Contact Day. That actually comes from Star Trek. This is the day the Vulcans are going to come to Earth in 2063. So now we know. It is also National Caramel Day, National Deep Dish Pizza Day. Both of those sound delicious. National Flash Drive Day, National Go for Broke Day, National Nebraska Day, National Raisin and Spice Bar Day, Read a Roadmap Day. That's a good skill to have. Learn how to read a roadmap if you don't know how to do one. National Library Workers Day, National Employee Benefits Day, and SAM Day of Action, SAAM Day of Action. And probably the most important thing, it is Gold Star Spouses Day today. So hats off to the Gold Star spouses.
Huge day.
It really is. Also, it is a Tuesday, and that means we're going to talk to Heidi's father, my father-in-law.
Here we are.
It's a little thing called Tuesdays with Charlie, and we still have to. We gotta connect, get him to come here and move here. That was the plan.
I would love that.
Yeah, we've been working on that, so you can maybe write a letter to him if you want. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. We've heard of people eating on the go, but how about eating while they go? This is such a weird poll. A new poll found a shocking number of people have voluntarily had food with them while they were in the bathroom. Or have eaten out of a garbage can. Yeah.
Out of a garbage
Let me
can.
explain. The concerning findings come from a survey of 2,000 United Kingdom adults who fessed up about their bizarre places where they have shamelessly eaten food. 1 in 5, that's 20%, admitted to consuming already trashed food that looked, quote, perfectly fine to them. So they found it in the garbage. They're like, oh, that looks fine. Have you ever done that?
No.
Okay. Have you ever done that for me? Have you ever brought me food? You're like,
No.
It'll be fine. Where did we get peach cobbler? Oh, don't worry. Just eat it. Perhaps more alarming, 1/5 said they have no problem eating food while they're in the bathroom. 18% admitted to eating while on the toilet. Oh, other places people don't mind grabbing a bite. In a storage room at work, I've done that. Swimming pool, I've eaten in a pool before.
You've eaten in a pool?
Yeah, I had a hot dog while I was in the pool. Then I was told, hey, you can't eat in the pool. And I'm like, it's gone now anyway, so there. In a laundry room, a backyard children's playhouse, and even during a workout. I could imagine. Excuse me, sir. You're going to have to put the corn dog down if you want to stay on the treadmill. All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know? Simply living near green leaves and grass is enough to make you healthier, according to a study. Team from Barcelona Institute for Global Health found children who visit or live near green spaces suffer from less oxidative stress.
Yeah,
They found exposure to vegetation, just that alone, as opposed to physical exercise, makes a big difference. In their experiments, the scientists found that children who are exposed to green spaces regularly have lower levels of cellular stress that cause harmful aging and disease. So they're saying, hey, if you're going to take a stroll where there's trees and leaves and, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, of
Maybe even
course.
better if there's pretty little flowers and birds chirping. That's amazing. There you go. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Alec Baldwin is going to go back to work in Italy following the fatal Rust incident back in October. Two different companies have announced that both Alec and his brother Daniel have been cast, Daniel Baldwin, cast in a couple of different films they're going to be shooting in Italy. Love Boat is going to be making another run, a reality dating series on CBS. It's actually their sister broadcast network in Australia. So Love Boat will now be a reality love show on a boat.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage stands by his string of direct-to-video movies, which he admits he did specifically for the payday. He opened up to GQ magazine about his career, particularly how he went from starring in huge blockbusters to many on-demand releases. And he said at one point he was paying $20,000 a month to look after his mother. And he said then the phone just stopped ringing with big offers. So he's like, you got to do what you got to do. And John Travolta has been an airline pilot for a long time, but he just stepped up his credentials. He's got a new license to fly even bigger planes now. I've got a link to more details on all of the things I just ran through quickly in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Remember how it was during the height of the pandemic? We were all appreciative people working in the service industry. We were pretty loose with the bucks when it came to handing out a tip because you're like, oh, this person's on the front line. And it says it was nothing to add as much as 30% to the total back in the height of COVID-19 for people who are restaurant workers, cab drivers, hairstylists, and more. Well, with COVID receding in many places and inflation going up in many places, what does that look like for tips? They say stats show the beauty industry and quick service restaurants saw tips decline about 2% from February to March alone. Fortunately, sit-down restaurant workers have not seen the same thing. They have not seen that happening, at least yet. They said that there was one person that they talked to who said he's making $40 to $50 per hour in tips alone.
Wow.
And that was at a restaurant in New York. It was a dine-in, fancy restaurant. Ever get the feeling you're being watched or listened to? Well, it's little wonder computer experts are warning you probably are. Mm-hmm. And it's
all the time.
They say billions of digital services are scanning and sensing your movements every day. Some of them sitting right in front of you. Some in your television, some in your cars, offices, even your refrigerator. That's what we have older technology. Maybe it's not for us, but they say this technology revolution has come at a high price to our privacy. As internet connectivity now reaches people in more places, smart devices can be handy, like the smart security camera that actually records your activities all day. And, the Alexa devices and all those different things. But they're saying, in addition to it capturing all that, it's sharing that with some people who are utilizing that. They're using it to market to us. They're using that to...
Yep, they sure are.
Hopefully for all
you just think of the number
things.
of times that you've even just said something nonchalantly to somebody and all of a sudden you're getting ads for it.
Absolutely.
It's terrifying.
So, it's very interesting, if nothing else. That is your scoop of the day. I've got more information if you want to read the details. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
I'm doing very, very, very good.
Well, we're
Whoa.
super excited to have you on the program here. So what do you have for us today?
You said you're very glad to see me again?
Oh, we are. We're always excited. Yeah.
Liar.
Well.
The only reason you talk to me is I make your show.
Without you, we'd be nothing. I understand that.
Okay, as long as you understand it, I know.
We understand that.
Okay, then we better do something, huh?
We
we
probably
better make the
yeah.
show. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, how about the band Pink Floyd? You know them?
Yeah, I've heard of Pink Floyd.
Okay, in 1971, Pink Floyd played a concert in which the music was so loud that it killed several fish in a nearby pond.
Holy cow.
Goodness.
Now that's loud.
That
is
is
loud.
very loud.
Could have heard them in your backyard, probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Huh.
And then don't go to Oklahoma.
Why is that? What's going on in Oklahoma?
It's illegal to take a bite out of someone else's hamburger.
I'm lucky I'm not right there right now because every time Heidi has a hamburger, I got to finish it for her.
Well, I'm sure if it's only
can't do it in
non-consensual hamburger bites, probably.
The Hamburglar would be in trouble.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, then do you know that no matter how hard you try, you can never remember how your dream started?
No kidding.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. You usually kind of pick
Yeah,
up in the middle of the story.
you remember how they end, but
Sometimes I don't remember how they end because I wake up too early. And I'm like, oh, man, I got to go back to sleep and see how that ends.
Well, I wake up and can't even remember what the dream was about anyway, so I don't know if I started or finished it or whatever.
Well, I've woken up before laughing, and then Heidi's like, why are you laughing? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea what was
I
going on.
had a weird dream, but I don't know
It was
what it
something
was.
weird, but I don't even remember it now.
Hey, then you know Nicolas Cage.
I
Oh,
do.
yeah.
He's a good actor. I like him.
I like
Yeah.
him, too.
Very good.
He once woke up in the middle of the night to find a naked man eating a fudgesicle next to his bed.
Okay, that's...
We've all been there.
But
hey,
the same guy.
In my defense, I really wanted that fudgesicle.
Hey, here's an interesting fact. There's a 75% chance that if you're 16 and older, you've already met the person you will marry.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Huh.
That's something.
Yeah.
What was the percentage?
I made 16 or older, 75%.
75%.
Yeah. I beat the odds. I didn't know Heidi when I was 16.
Huh.
Or older, it says.
Or older. Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose. Or older.
Very good choice.
That's not nearly as great as... For a minute there, I was thinking that was pretty fascinating. I was like, 16 or older, that's everybody other than 16 and under. Wow.
Yeah, really, when you think about it.
What a fact, Charlie. What a fact.
That sounds like something I'd come up with.
Chances are, if you're alive today, you're probably breathing.
I guess I can't blame my staff on that one. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I do like it, though. Good fact.
I'd fire somebody who said that.
I did learn something today, Charlie. Hey, you ready for a question from me?
Give me a question.
Going to talk about fleas and when they jump, what type of gravity? It's a certain number times the force of gravity. It's 20 times the space shuttle launch, but give me a number. Flies jump about blank times the force of gravity. So when they jump, that's how fast they fly.
100.
Really?
Yeah. What number do you guess, Charlie? She said 100.
I'm going to go higher than that. I'm going to say 200.
No, right in the middle there. It's 140.
Oh.
Fleas jump at about 140 times the force of gravity, which, by the way, is 20 times that of the space shuttle during a launch.
That is crazy.
You're hopping. Have you ever seen a flea jump?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's now just talking about it, I'm getting itchy. You ever do that? Oh my goodness. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to chat with you.
Well, you know, I got to talk to my staff about this because something ain't right.
I kind of
To
think
find good help these
I
days.
kind of think it's even funnier when you don't ask him. It just those are my favorites. Well, thanks, Charlie. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay, bye, folks.
Bye,
John.
Daddy.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The Atlantic Ocean is saltier than the Pacific Ocean.
Really?
I don't know specifically why.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
People who get their news from Twitter are more educated than those who get their news from Facebook. Okay. Fun fact for you. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The closest relative to bears are seals.
Really?
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Your lips do not touch when you say the word touch, but they do when you say the word apart.
Yeah, they do.
Kind of fun. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Sniffing Crayola crayons has been found to lower blood pressure. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's kind of interesting. And one more fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Knitting was initially a male-only occupation. In fact,
Really?
when the very first knitting union was established in Paris,
It's a knitting union.
in old Paris, and in 1527, women were not allowed to knit. So, how times they have changed. There you go. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the question of the day. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's your question, which you can also find in our social media. I've been posting this on there. And then I post the answer in the show notes, and then I let Heidi guess here, and then I give the answer here. So here's your question. Ordering this food on a first date increases your odds of a second date by 170%. What food is it? I guarantee you Heidi won't guess this because it's not one she would order on a first date or a second date or even a 15th date.
Shrimp.
No. Sushi.
Oh, yeah.
Sushi.
No, never.
Yeah. Ordering sushi on a first date increases your odds of a second date by 170%. I don't know why that is, but it's fascinating. And it is your question of the day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A man who spent the night in what he thought was his Airbnb discovered the next morning he was in the wrong house.
Oh, my gosh. Well, how did he get inside?
The owner knocked on the bedroom door. Paul Drexler, who traveled to Miami to officiate a friend's wedding, said he arrived at what he thought was his Airbnb at 2 a.m. Everything appeared to be in order at the house. It had been left unlocked. He got in there. The bed was made. There were 2 clean towels folded and left out for him. The next morning, a knock on the door from the man who actually owns the house. He said, this is my house. And that's when he found out, I'm supposed to be at this Airbnb. He goes, oh, hey, yeah, that's across the street.
Oh, my gosh.
So
He's
he was
lucky that he didn't get
He appreciated that the homeowner was understanding, pointing out he could have come in shooting or could have called the police or a combination of both. That is really, really interesting that they had the towels and all the stuff set out. Like, what are the odds of all of that? So I don't know if he was expecting somebody too and they went to the other house. Who knows? Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This is interesting. Things that are turning 50 this year. So all of this stuff was invented or started or was founded in 1972.
Okay.
And I've got a brother who was born in 1972. He'll be 50 this year. I know some other people who are turning 50 this year, and so is Atari's Pong. That turns 50. The first Honda Civic turns 50. The movie Godfather turns 50. McDonald's McMuffins turn 50. Popeye Restaurant turns 50. So the Popeyes franchise. Boggle, the game, turns 50 this year.
Wow.
The jet ski turns 50. Stovetop stuffing turns 50. And Bottle Caps, the candy, turned 50. Aerosmith, the band, started in 1972, so they turned 50. And here's some famous people who are turning 50. Ben Affleck is 50. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson also 50. Thanks for listening to the John.
Man, we're getting old.
Yeah, we're getting close. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of insurancechicken.com. Our quote today is from Oscar Wilde. He was a writer, but he was also known for being a bit of a drinker and having some fun, if you will. So I like this quote, though. It's a great quote. It says, "Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination." End quote. Isn't that great?
That is pretty great.
So think about that. And I'm going to make sure that I say I don't encourage people to go into debt or to put themselves in a bad situation. But I do know people who they kind of put themselves on autopilot and they play it so safe that they never get where they want to go because they're playing it so safe that they don't ever take any risks.
Right.
So where he's saying anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. I got to tell you, I don't think we lack imagination around here. There are times Heidi's
we
like,
certainly don't.
Can we please live within our means a little more than what we do? So I like the quote. It's your quote of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of insurancechicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com, and you'll see on there a post about, I don't know what you call it, I guess a link to an event called the Sands, and we haven't really talked much about that. We haven't
this year. We haven't talked about it.
We've been to
great vacation.
4 others. I think this is the 5th, or we've been to 5 others, and this is the 6th. I don't know. You can find all of the details about that event at radiotravelgroup.com. Over here, a Louisiana boy needed to let the adopters of his foster dog know that Maggie, his dog, is a very, very special dog. So special that the 7-year-old Roman Duncan, this little boy, wrote a series of letters to Maggie's new family, which he spelled wrong, but I think is adorable. One that would eventually adopt Maggie. In one of the notes, Roman wrote, "Maggie is so cute. Maggie loves to play fetch." Again, not spelled right, but that's okay. He's 7. "Maggie is the best dog ever," he concluded. "We love Maggie," and shared his hopes that the new owner would love her too. He continued, the North Shore Animal, I guess this is the rest of the story, says the North Shore Animal League confirmed that the pit bull mix has been adopted. Roman's mom said, "I've seen pictures of Maggie in her big cozy bed with her new family, and it's just this immediate sense of peace. You know you did the right thing when you see them happy," she said. So I think that's really, really cool. This little guy.
Her up
well, if they weren't able to keep the puppy anymore, and I know people have been. We've been in that situation. We had a dog where we were moving one time, and where we were moving, we couldn't have. Remember when we had Rizzo?
Yeah.
So I remember how sad that was, and we luckily had a family friend who was saying, "Hey, we'll take care of your puppy."
Yeah.
So it's really neat to see this. I love this story. I've got it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.